Bet you didn't think this was possible, but you can actually overclock your iOS device from iOS 6 or lower, or maybe even iOS 7 and higher. So all you gotta do is go to Cydia. Now of course your device does need to be jailbroken, and you do need to have Winterboard installed. So if that's installed, then you can always go to search, type iOverclock. You're gonna find this iOverclock 2 and it's gonna be downloaded. And once it's downloaded, you can always go to your settings, scroll down till you find Winterboard, and you click on it, click select themes, and you're gonna find two different versions. You're gonna get iOverclock for iOS 6 and lower, and for iOS 7 and higher. I'm gonna choose this one and Respring. And we'll see if this actually legitimately overclocks your iDevice or is just some kind of big ol' hoax, perhaps. Okay, so now we can slide to unlock, and so far, when you scroll, when you're just generally navigating, you don't really notice a difference. As you can see, the settings menu still takes a long time. Click on general, click for example about. You're not going to be expecting like a gigantic performance difference. As you can see, this still pretty much feels the same. It'll probably just keep draining your battery like crazy. And to really try out if this is legit or not, I have Temple Run right here, and I've disabled the overclock tweak. So this is how Temple Run would run without the overclock. We'll wait for the loading screen, for example, right here. And there we go. We'll just get a new game. As you can see, even the dialog box is pretty laggy. So you'll see the frame rate for yourself. And as you can see, it's not the smoothest. It's like a bit laggy. Let's say we just pause and get a new game. Look at that frame rate. So again, this is this is not really a smooth 30 frames at least. So then we're just gonna try to overclock it. Now this Temple Run does run better when this iPod is running like iOS 3. This is just iOS 4, so as we know, it is just pretty slow. Like iOS 4 is painful on this iPod. Okay, so now that we have our overclock enabled, we can go to Temple Run and see if this is actually just makes a difference or not. So here we have our loading screen. Okay, so the sign into Game Center appeared much earlier, though it seems to have frozen, so that's not a good sign. Resume. Game Center disabled, sure. And so far there's really no difference in the frame rate. What if we pause? Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a difference. This maybe is a tiny bit faster, but not like a dramatically faster. Main menu. We'll see how the frame rate is in the beginning. Okay, so I guess it's not as laggy as before, though. It's a really minor difference that you can't even really notice. What if we just quit? Let's say we go to our music app. How long does it take to load? Still pretty long, sure. Videos. Well, that was kind of instant. Photos. There we go. I know this might come off a bit harsh, but I'm trying to speak as objectively as possible. This is not even worth it. This doesn't even make a difference, barely even noticeable at all if you've even noticed it on the Temple Run. I'll try to maybe just replay a short snippet out of each, the overclocked and the not overclocked, and tell me if you guys even see a difference. All this will probably keep doing is not letting the poor battery rest, and instead it's just gonna keep draining it like crazy without actually giving you a crazy difference. I expected at least these animations to be smoother, but you can't even really notice a difference, so ace will be appreciated. Peace.